Yeah, you can turn on the camera and just unmute yourself, Ryan, if you would like to ask the question. And also please present yourself.
Hello?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay. My name is Stella Wittmann, and I'm from the NGO Plastic Planet Austria. And I wanted to ask Ms. Bramfit if your commitment to change the packaging, if this will be globally, and also if you will make a redemption value for plastic bottles, because I have friends in Africa, and I see. I mean, the rivers are full of the plastic, and they are not able. They don't have the money to clean that up. So if you would pay for the cleanups in Africa, because I mean, you had enough profit, so it would be very nice if the SDGs or Act for SDGs would be implemented, and you could help those peoples in Africa.
Thank you very much for the question. So in terms of our commitments, the Nestle commitments are global commitments that I referenced. Obviously, we have the specific European Plastic Pact commitments that we're supporting with the European Plastic Pact. And we're also, as I mentioned, we're members of a number of different plastic pacts globally, where we're also supporting the commitments that we've signed up to within those pacts. So yes, we are supporting on a global scale in terms of the plastic pacts, and also we have global commitments in terms of moving forward to 2025 to ensure our packaging is recyclable or reusable. On the second question, yes, we are working very closely in the markets where we operate to look at how we can increase the recycling that's happening on the ground, but also the collection. And we do take that very seriously. Where there's no extended producer responsibility in place in some of those markets, we do have activities, and Dorna in Egypt is an example of where we are collecting plastic bottles and recycling those bottles. So we do also understand that is an action that we need to drive forward with, and we are very supportive in countries which currently don't have extended producer responsibility in place to also engage with the governments in terms of how we might take that forward. And we are very supportive for the development of the plastic treaty that's currently being discussed.
Was it the answer to your question?
Yes, I would like to know when you could implement that so that the people know that they will not collect all that garbage for their whole life. Because I'm also kind of disappointed because I'm 54 and I'm doing also voluntary cleanups, but it's not really nice to dig in all that garbage, the bacteria and all that stuff, and for free.
Yeah, I absolutely hear the comments you're making, and I understand those comments. The infrastructure in many countries is a very complex challenge, and we really need the right regulation to make the changes that I've engaged on and you're engaged on. And we're very supportive in terms of moving forward to really have those regulations in place to really create the right infrastructure. And we have many voluntary projects, as I said, that we're working towards collecting and managing the materials where we can. So we are making progress in this area, but there's more to do, and I could definitely hear that from what you're saying.
can I propose you a solution? You could put on like fountains where water could be sold with your name, but people come with their bottles and refill, like some stuff like this exists with milk. So you could put up, with your name because you want to have your brand on it, but people come and refill. So you could still sell your water or whatever you sell, but only without the packaging.
Yes, and as I shared with you in terms of our 5-pillar approach for our strategy on packaging, refill and reuse is definitely something we're exploring. It's not always easy. It's a whole different webinar, I think, to talk about reuse and refill, but it's absolutely something that we are exploring across a number of different product categories that we have.
Sorry to jump in, but in terms of time, we should move on. So Edmar had the question in the Q&A, and I'm pretty sure everybody can see the Q&A, so if I can ask him to just repeat the point that he was putting in the question. Thanks.